I snapped at my neighbor after she kept trying to make me free maid, babysitter, and pet sitter all in one. My neighbor Lisa moved in next door about 6 months ago with her 2 kids and this massive German shepherd named Zeus. At first, she seemed really nice. She brought over cookies and we chatted about the neighborhood while our kids played in my backyard. Then the requests started. First, it was just small stuff. Could I grab her mail when she went out of town for the weekend? Sure, no problem. Could I let Zeus out if she was running late from work? Okay, I guess. But then it got weird. She started asking me to watch her kids after school because her babysitter quit. I said yes because her daughter Emma was friends with my son Jake, and they played together anyway. That turned into me feeding them dinner 3 nights a week because Lisa was too tired to cook after work. Then she started dropping them off at my house on Saturday mornings saying she had errands to run, but I'd see her car in her driveway all day. The dog situation got out of control too. She'd text me at 6 in the morning asking if I could let Zeus out because she was already at the gym. Then she'd ask me to feed him lunch because she forgot to leave enough food. Pretty soon, I was walking her dog twice a day and cleaning up his messes in her yard. Last week was the final straw. I came home from grocery shopping and found Lisa in my kitchen going through my cabinets. She said she was looking for snacks for her kids, who were apparently supposed to be at my house even though she never asked. When I questioned her about it, she said, "Oh, I figured you wouldn't mind since you basically watch them every day anyway." Then she grabbed my good crackers and a juice box and headed for the door. I followed her outside and asked what was going on. She turned around with this big smile and said she had exciting news. She'd gotten a promotion at work that required her to travel more, so she was wondering if I could watch the kids overnight twice a week and maybe do some light housework while she was gone. Light housework, like I was her employee or something. I stared at her for a full 10 seconds. Then I asked if she was planning to pay me for all this babysitting, dog walking, house sitting, and now maid service. She laughed and said, "We're neighbors. Neighbors help each other out. Besides, your kids love playing with mine." That's when I completely lost it. I told her that neighbors don't dump their responsibilities on other people and then ask for more favors. I said I wasn't her free childcare service, her dog walker, or her housekeeper. Lisa got all defensive and said she thought we were friends. I said friends don't take advantage of each other the way she'd been taking advantage of me for months. She tried to argue that she'd brought me cookies once and helped me carry groceries one time. I laughed and told her that 2 small favors didn't equal 6 months of free labor. I said from now on, she needed to figure out her own childcare, walk her own dog, and clean her own house. If she wanted help with something, she could ask politely instead of just assuming I'd do it. Lisa got really mad and said I was being selfish and that good neighbors are supposed to help each other. I told her good neighbors also respect boundaries and don't treat people like unpaid servants. She stomped back to her house and slammed the door. The next morning, she left Zeus tied up in my backyard with a note saying she had an emergency and would be back later. I marched over to her house and knocked until she answered. She was still in her pajamas with coffee in her hand, clearly not having any emergency. I handed her the dog leash and told her if she ever dumped her responsibilities on me again without asking, I'd call animal control. She hasn't spoken to me since, which honestly has been the most peaceful 2 weeks I've had in months. Her kids still play with mine sometimes, but now she actually asks first, instead of just assuming I'm available. Best part, I heard through another neighbor that Lisa had to hire an actual babysitter and dog walker. Turns out professional help costs way more than cookies and fake friendship.